What's up, everybody? This is AK87 back again with another movie review. The movie I just got back from watching is Angel Has Fallen, which is the third installment of, I guess I'll say, the Fallen trilogy, I should say. And this one is about it's the same character, which is Mike Banning. The head of the Secret Service detail. I won't say the head, he's I guess, the top agent, at least for the movie. And as far as sequel is going, it's it's not better than the second one, but I like what I liked about it was a lot of action. The second one was a lot of dialogue mixed with action, but this one was straight action. And if you're an action, movie type of person, they up the ante with the way they did the special effects, the martial arts, the killing, and it was a good comedy. But it's as far as the storytelling, it wasn't as compelling as the first movie or the second movie, but I'm an action guy, so I didn't really care. The fight scenes, or the military fight scenes, were really good, and the villain is one of those you'll forget about it. It got to the point I didn't really care what the villain was and the plot. So I give the premise of the story. Basically, is there was an attack on the president, and they framed, I'll say the group framed Mike Banning, which is, I cannot forget the lead actor's name, Gerald Butler, that's what it was. They framed him. So it's about him trying to not only protect the president, at the same time clear his name, at the same time find the people who were doing this. So I like the fact that his character was able to, there's a lot of scenes where he's like almost got caught, but didn't get caught, and there's a lot of comedic moments, which I like that they put that in there. Sometimes it was kind of not okay, but they had Nick Nolte, he's in the film, which plays the guy's father, and the way that character development works, it was very funny the way they were doing it. A lot of funny scenes and a lot of cool action scenes. It reminded me of the '80s version of action movies, which is really good for me. And for those who want straight action from beginning to end, that's exactly what it was from beginning to end. You'll like this film. If you just want some good dialogue, then it might not be the film you want to see. But usually with these type of films, I don't think you really care for the dialogue. The villain, not the main villain, but I say the twist. That's the word. The twist was very predictable in the twist, and I ain't like it. I feel like that. I ain't like the twist, but the action was good enough why I didn't care. It got to the point where I was sitting back like, I'm cool on the action, so I'm just gonna sit there and watch the action. And there's also a Secret Service agent who tries to catch Mike Banning, which is played by Jada Pinkett Smith, and her role. It was the first time I ever seen Jada Pinkett Smith, where it's like when you see somebody who's arrogant, like they think they got you, but they don't. It's like it gets annoying. It was the first time I literally looked at Jada Smith, and she just really annoyed me, which is good for her character, because that agent really annoyed me. And you're gonna see how he's gonna try to clear his name, and then the FBI's against him, and the Secret Service definitely against him, and you see how the government works, and how especially the government that actually believe that he actually did it. You see how that goes down. So I would, as far as my rating, I would give it 3.5 out of 5 stars, only because of that dialogue. But the action was amazing. I almost had this. I really, personally, I like when they do military fight scenes. They do the type of martial arts that only is done with soldiers, and the way they effectively try to kill. So when I watched some of the fight scenes, and especially the climax fight scene, I was very pleased at how they did it. A lot of shooting, a lot of explosions, especially watching in the theater with the surround sound. That really made it better. Because part of me was watching. I was thinking that through the beginning of the film, like maybe this might be one of those Netflix movies, but with the action that kept on getting bigger and bigger and bigger by each scene, I would say you need to watch in the theater, because I was really enjoying it got my testosterone flowing, I should say. So it's DCNDOLO'S 3.5 out of 5 stars. Um, Would I want to see another sequel? No, I think this kind of covered it. Unless his new, well, I don't want to spoil. Unless perhaps at the end they're gonna carry on with that. But personally, me, I think you can end it. Let this be a trilogy. And you know, you know what? No, I'm gonna add this. I was trying to see if I can say this or not, but Nick Nolte kind of stole the show in as far as the comedic moment. And my first, he was in there, and I'm thinking, now how they gonna put that in there? But he really had. I mean, there's just one scene that's in the woods. Just remember the woods scene. You're gonna love that scene. So I like that Nick Nolte was in there, and then they had this little scene. Also, I want to add at the end of the movie. It's not a spoiler. At the end of the movie, sit there and wait because there's gonna be another mid-credit scene that you might want to stay to watch. So just let you know that I'm putting you up on game. There's a mid-credit scene. So I really enjoyed the movie. Again, the first one was always gonna be the best one to me, but I enjoyed it for what it is. You know, it's a sequel, so you know you get what you get when it comes to sequels. So yeah, that's it. This is AK87. This is DC and Dolo. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Go watch it. Write in the comment section and see if you like my assessment. Peace.